In today's English lesson, you are going to learn how to order a pizza and how to order ice cream in English. We are here at a place called Fire and Ice. Fire because they make hot pizza, and ice because they also serve great ice cream. It's called rolled ice cream. We'll find out more about that and how Chris, the owner, makes his special pizza. They sell out every day. This place is going to be awesome. Let's go inside and let's get out of the rain. Okay, I'm gonna order my pizza, but one of the owners does not want to be on camera, so you will only see my face while I order the pizza. And we're going to get ice cream for dessert. All right, I think I'm going to get the, what does cheese thin NH mean? Does that stand for New Hampshire? Oh, New Haven, okay. So I definitely need to get that. Just a plain cheese pizza. It's a thin crust. Not a thick crust. Just cheese, please.
All right, name?
Brent. Brent. Do you take cash and card here?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna pay with card.
Did you want to add an ice cream?
Yes. I wasn't gonna talk about the ice cream yet, but let's do it. We need to get, this is where Fire and Ice comes from. Fire from the pizza and the oven, and dessert, ice cream. And it's rolled ice cream. We'll take a look at that later. Yeah, I will take a rolled ice cream, please, with 3 toppings.
3?
Yes, please. All right, had to put the camera down because I need to get my card out. You can't see my card, just in case you try to steal my money, but I'm going to put it in the card reader.
Sign that top copy for me.
Thank you. If you've seen the channel before, we've talked about tips. In the United States, we do tip. If the service is really good, or if it takes a lot of work, you might want to give a tip. And on the receipt, they give you a little key. If the service is really good, you might want to tip like 20% or more. If it's just okay, no tip, or maybe like 15%. Luckily, they did the math for me on the receipt. Watch, when she makes the ice cream, it takes a lot of work, so we're going to give a little extra for the tip. I just ordered my pizza, and it was pretty simple. I went with plain cheese, but if you are going to order in English, you need to think about the toppings. That's what we call when you put things on top of the pizza, the toppings. Pepperoni is a very popular topping in the United States. Ham is too. Now just be careful. Those are 2 pork products, so if you don't eat pork, you might want to watch out for those things in English. Hamburger is another popular topping, but it contains beef, so be careful about that one too. And of course, you can put vegetables, or we'll call them veggies, on top of a pizza. Maybe you like onions or green peppers. You also have to think about the size of a pizza. Here in the United States, we use inches. So it looks like they have a 12-inch pizza, a 14-inch pizza. Hey, this is Chris, and he is nice enough to show us the process of making a pizza. What is this? What are these? Are these dough balls here?
These are dough balls. These are 250-gram dough balls. These can be either a 12 or a 14-inch pizza. So basically, we make these every 2 or 3 days. We make them all in-house, fresh. They sit in the dough ball boxes. You can kind of see. You open it up. We make those every day. And then there's a 3-day cold fermenting process. But what we do is we start out with the dough ball. We put a little flour on it, just like this. Some places will actually do it by hand, knead it by hand, stretch it out. However, we're a little higher volume here, so what we do is we use a dough sheeter. So basically what that does is it, boom, like that. And you just use it until you get to the point where you want it, and then you can do it by hand. That way it saves you a ton of time versus trying to stretch this out by hand for, 10, 15 minutes. That's about an 8-inch. So you put more flour on it. This is a pizza peel. You put flour on this, get this nice and smooth, so when you have the pizza on there, you can just throw it off. It goes in the oven. So you take this like this, take it like that, and you stretch. And this is you guys ordered a 14 inch.
Yes.
So this one's gonna be a little bigger than the 12. So we're gonna wanna stretch this out a little bit more to get it to a 14.
How long have you guys been open?
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks. And what I've seen on social media is that you sell out like pretty much every day.
Yes, so we have a certain amount of dough balls we make, and that's our volume for the day and then for the week. So right now we average anywhere between 100 to 200 dough balls a day. And let's see what that looks like so far. So that's a little small, so what we're gonna do real quick is just check, because we've got another customer's pizza in the oven right now. So you start with the back and you kind of rotate until you get to the front here. And what you're looking for, we do a New Haven style pizza. It's a little well done versus New York style. So you can kind of see that bottom will start looking like a leopard print. So as that comes through, you're gonna look for charring on the edges, which you kind of see already right here. You got a little charring, but we're gonna want to see all that, more char, which char, they call it burnt in some places, but it's a New Haven specialty. It's char, not burnt. They'll fight you.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I was going to talk about char, how it's not burnt. It's a little black, but it tastes so good.
It does, yes. And there is a difference between being burnt and being charred. But these are not burnt, they are charred. So you can see, you just keep stretching. So you get to that 14-inch desired. You can see how light that is. I mean, look how thin that is. That's super thin. Again, that's based on the grams of the dough and the ball itself. So let's put that down. So, just like that. So now this sauce is all handmade. Every couple hours, we got another one right over there. You can see we just made about an hour ago. And this is a whole tomato. It's not concentrated. It's literally a whole grown tomatoes. We put them in an ox mill, which basically is a grinder, and we do it by hand just like they did, hundreds of years ago.
So I got a question for you. What do you think makes a pizza special? Is it the sauce? Is it the crust? Is it the cheese?
I think it's everything. Okay. I think it's the person that's making it. I think it's the dough that you use, how fresh it is. It's the sauce, how fresh that is. A lot of people don't realize that if you use a canned tomato, they actually use a grinder, and that you can kind of see the seeds of the tomato is still in there, and they're fully intact. And if you grinded that down, that's where you get that acidic feeling. So a lot of pizzas, when you go there and you feel kind of full, or you're like, I shouldn't have had that, that's from the tomato sauce. A lot of people don't realize that, but that's the case.
Do you think that's why you sell so many pizzas, is you don't feel as full?
I think so, yeah. So, I mean, you could eat 1 or 2 of these a day, if not more, and you'll never feel full at all. So what we do is we keep checking these pizzas, so that way we don't burn them. But you can see that one's looking pretty good. Yeah. Did you want regular or extra? Char? Regular? Light, actually. Light? All right, so we might be right there on this one. Let's spin it one more time. And let's look at the bottom. It's getting there. I'll probably give it another second. And you can see the pizza boxes are over here. You put a thing of wax paper, and that helps for the grease. So that way when you're cutting it and people are eating it, it's not going on the bottom all through your lap. So we do a 12, a 14, and a half sheet. That's all we do here. We do nothing else besides ice cream. So we're a pizza shop, we're not a sandwich shop. That's just how it is. So we're gonna go back to it. So you wanted just a cheese thin. You can see what I did here. This is what they call pecorino romano, cheese. And you spread it on there, just like that. And you're gonna bring it over to the sandwich prep area.
There's all the toppings there.
There's all the toppings, they're all fresh. We cut our vegetables every day, fresh. The only thing we don't use we obviously have to bring in is like the bacon bits, the sausage. We obviously, we can't cut that up every day. And then you put on a nice whole mozzarella cheese, just like that. And again, we're gonna just go back, we're gonna keep checking the ovens, that way we don't burn any pizza. So, perfect. And with the New Haven style, a lot of people don't realize, but what you don't want to do is just put it right from the oven to the box. Same with any real pizza. You want to know why?
Yes.
So you see how this is grated?
Yep.
So what happens is the air and the heat from that disperses, so that way you don't get a soggy bottom.
Okay.
So this should look like a cracker. Look at that.
Yeah.
See how that is?
Yeah.
That leopard printing?
Yeah.
It's perfect. Now let me show it to you.
Sure,
one more
let's
time.
get a close-up.
That's leopard printing. That's classic New Haven style pizza. You can see it's starting to get a little bit of char right here on the edges, but he wanted light char, so this pizza's perfect. He's using cup pepperoni. We have a couple different styles, regular or cup. So we're gonna let that sit for a couple more seconds, let it disperse, and then we're gonna put it in the box. Okay? So we'll go back to the pizza here. So you just ordered a cheese 14-inch.
Yes, sir.
So you've got the cheese on it, nice setup, as round as you possibly can. And then we're going to use an extra virgin olive oil for a cheese. We only do that with the cheese. You don't do it with bacon, pepperoni, nothing, just cheese.
Okay.
When you start at the top, drizzle it all around. That's fresh. And then remember we talked about the flour? That's where this comes into play. So you put it in the back and you just drop it. See how easy that slides out? And that's because you put the flour on there. That's it. That's how you make a pizza. You can see the char,
Yeah.
perfect char.
Beautiful.
And I'm not going to cut this New Haven style. We're just going to cut it a regular pizza.
Okay.
That way it doesn't confuse people. But a New Haven style would be you cut once and then you just do random slices here and there. It's more for like a family grab and go. Back in the 20s in New Haven, Connecticut, they were making pizzas for people just to eat during lunch. So it didn't matter what the pizza looked like, how pretty it was just a necessity to eat.
Okay. Cut it however you want, though.
We're gonna cut it to serve it just like that.
Oh, perfect.
And there's your pizza.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
All right, the pizza just came out of the oven. I don't want to burn the roof of my mouth. Do you know that term in English? It's like the very top of your mouth. So you can imagine if you take a bite of hot cheese pizza, you're going to burn the roof of your mouth. You need to let it cool off. That's the English phrasal verb we would use. While Chris was making my pizza, he talked about the New Haven style. New Haven is a town in the state of Connecticut that's really known for its pizza. Some say it's the best pizza in the world. Sorry, Italy. No, really, I am sorry, Italy, because it is so popular. If you like your pizza a little spicy, you can put on these things. They're called hot pepper flakes, but I don't like spicy pizza. I'm just going to eat it the way it is. I skipped breakfast this morning. I didn't eat breakfast, so it's lunchtime. I'm super hungry. Looks like the pizza has cooled off. I don't think I'm going to burn the roof of my mouth. Let's give it a taste. I've been to New Haven. I've had New Haven pizza. This is just as good, if not better. It's better because it's only like 40 minutes from my house. New Haven is like a 4-hour drive. So good. Hope I don't have any sauce on my face. This is definitely a thin crust pizza, thin like a cracker. There's a nice crunch to it. Sometimes the char even gets on your fingertips. I got a napkin to wipe off my face just in case any sauce got on it. What is being made now is something called rolled ice cream. It comes from Thailand. It's also known as Thai rolled ice cream or stir-fried ice cream. But this liquid ice cream base is poured onto a frozen metal plate. As the ice cream starts to freeze, she uses those metal spatulas to chop, mix, and spread it evenly. Once it's frozen, this is when it really gets cool because the ice cream is scraped into beautiful, tight rolls. Look at this thing. It's so full of toppings that they are falling off. This is going to be messy, but we've got the whipped cream on top. We got a cherry on top. I'm holding this cherry by the stem. I had to get gummy bears as a topping. Okay, I'm gonna finish eating my ice cream, gummy bears, and all. Thank you so much for watching. I need to finish eating this ice cream before it melts, but thank you so much for watching this English lesson. If you're looking for more information about Fire and Ice, down below is a link to their website. And if you're looking for more English, right up there is a link to how to order lunch in English.